And now I would like to invite our first speakers, two young women, Camille Brousseau, Sabrina Goncalves. They are members of Temple Abonim, students at Barrington High School, and they want to add their voice to the discussion. And my sense is because, and especially because, the future is theirs, it's important for us to listen.
Hello, my name is Camille Brousseau, and this is Sabrina Goncalves. We are both students at Barrington High School. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to what we have to say today. We are here because we are two young women living in Rhode Island who think the issue of reproductive rights is one of great importance to our state. In 1973, the Supreme Court decision of Roe v. Wade gave every woman in America the constitutional right to have reproductive choice. Recently, there has been a strong objection to Roe v. Wade and a movement wanting to overturn the decision and restrict reproductive rights on a national level. If Roe v. Wade were to be overturned, the women of Rhode Island would be left without any protection or legal rights to make their own reproductive decisions. The Reproductive Healthcare Act of 2018, Senate Bill number 2163, and House Bill number 7340, which have been introduced in both the Senate and the House, will protect Rhode Islanders' reproductive rights by ensuring that abortion remains safe and legal, no matter what happens at the federal level. This act will bring the same principles of Roe v. Wade directly into Rhode Island law. Our state needs to act now because of the intense difficulty women in Rhode Island face in order to access reproductive health care. This is due to both the lack of repealing extremely old laws that place unconstitutional restrictions on abortion and the absence of much-needed laws to protect reproductive rights. The Reproductive Healthcare Act of 2018 will repeal 5 outdated state laws that are no longer enforceable, some of which include mandatory spousal involvement, possible imprisonment of abortion providers, and lack of insurance coverage for all reproductive health care. This bill also amends 2 Rhode Island statutes to conform to local and federal standards.
As young women living in Rhode Island, we acknowledge that there is a chance that we could end up in a situation where we would have to deal with an unwanted pregnancy. We both want the opportunity to make an educated and meaningful decision regarding our futures. We believe that women are capable of making the right decision and that politicians should not be making the decision for us. Women should make the decision in determining the proper time or whether to become parents. We have heard countless stories of women who did not have this choice and constantly deal with the negative repercussions. We fear not only for ourselves, but for our sisters and friends throughout this state and country, who may not have the access to these life-changing decisions, especially women that live in marginalized communities. Thank you to all of the representatives and senators who have already signed on the Reproductive Healthcare Act, S2163 and H7340. We highly encourage the remaining representatives and senators to also sign on this very important piece of legislation. Thank you.